Hi guys, my name is Kerry G and welcome to the Wisdom of Loves and to Soul Sessions. Now, I want to also talk about, I did a video on what exactly a soul session is and how I do a soul session, but I want to also talk about house healing. So, and what we can do with house healings. Now, a house healing is something where I also access from the fifth dimension through the Akashic records, because properties and land have been here way before we have, and they hold energies within these lands and within the house. So, with a house clearing, I'm able to access the properties Akashic records and find out the history of the land or the house. And within this history, there can be certain energetic vibrations around it. For instance, if you've got land and your house is built on a specific land, that land could have been a war ground. It could be a burial ground. It could have been a sacrificial ground. Or it could be a sacred ground. And with the energy around that, that can actually affect the people living on that land or living in that house and affect your way of, I suppose, experiencing life through everyday, whatever you're doing in that day or, throughout your whole life, not just the day. Now, I can also access whether there is entities present, whether they're negative entities or, I suppose entities are all negative because they draw energy from the inhabitants that are living in that house or living on that land. So we don't want that. We don't want them to draw energy from us because this is our vital life force energy. And entities, there's 3 different types of entities as well. There's, that kind of entity where someone has passed or someone and they don't know. They're like stuck in between the realms. They're in the spiritual realm, but they're stuck, so they haven't been able to move on to their next reincarnation. So being able to remove them or help them move on to their next incarnation, we're actually doing a service to them. Because no way is it good to keep a soul in, limbo when they could be having their next experience. Now, there's another one where they've lived so long in this, limbo, I suppose, that they're now drawing energy not just from you, but they can draw energy from anyone else that comes into the house, visitors, pets, and then so we want to be able to clear them and help them move on. And then of course there's the other one which you find in scary movies and those kind of funny spiritual factual shows where they're kind of like the scary spirit, the scary ghost, where they move things or you hear strange noises and they create this kind of chaos in your home. And it's quite scary to have that. And they can also draw energy from the inhabitants that are in there. So with a house healing, I'm able to clear them and remove them and basically neutralize the land and the house's energy, therefore making or letting you live in more of a peaceful environment, which is what we want. They're also specifically really good if you've had a soul realignment. You've actually shifted, but the energy of your house where you're living has not shifted. So it's kind of this battle going on. So, house healing is really good for that as well. So yeah, that's just a couple of things that I also find out, if there's certain portalways or, gateways that are also open in the home. And they're kind of like vortexes to some degree where spirits can come and go from the spiritual realm into our third dimensional realm. And we don't want that. We don't want that because, they're inhabiting our environment and they're trespassing, really. So I close them up as well. So there's a lot involved in a house healing, and yeah, if you're interested in finding out about your land or property, and now you have to be either the owner of that land or property, or you have to be paying rent in that land or property. Okay, and that's how it's that's how I can access that house's Akashic record, right? Because it needs to be you that is kind of paying and living in that house. I can't do it for your mum and she doesn't give you permission, or I can't do it for your neighbour. They've got to be the one who is wanting to do it and have that intention of clearing. So yeah, that's what a house healing is. If you're interested, then contact me and I can help you clear and neutralize your environment that you're living in. Okay, everyone, love and light, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.